Dortmund on to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, and we'll see how determined they are. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really the Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Avery Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Shane Leckler now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller running right through him. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 28.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sharif Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Brad Nordman now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They're starting to put some space here. First quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down carry now for Miller. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll try to run for it with Miller. So quick on this. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze.
caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
You waiting?
Breeze now to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. A handoff to Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Breeze now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Breeze now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And his kick is indeed good. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of the script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. First throw now for the backup Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And this will be a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Again, it's Fournette. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Bortles now on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Bortles now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bortles on the give to Fournette. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flush to his right. And some space here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Fournette on the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Back now in Jacksonville. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. He'll let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Watson now on second down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Leonard Fournette, broken tackle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Bortles going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Walker in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second is Watson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hupp. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And here we go on first and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Shift together here from the D-line. Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Bortles now on third and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Running left, it's Fournette. Able to fight through one tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Bortles got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those...
No, Harvey, but I was a